What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Back with another live watch along today. Premier League action, Super Sunday settings, people. Tottenham against Manchester City. Probably the first, what you would say, big game of the Premier League in terms of two of the so-called Big Six playing against each other. From White Hart Lane, big game. Pep Guardiola. We all know the surroundings with Harry Kane in the background. Will he join Manchester City? Will he stay at Tottenham? That will all probably unravel itself today. And like you say, man, this is stress-free settings for an Arsenal fan right now. I need some football away from Arsenal right now, because that's where we're at now. Bonjour! Bonjour to everyone in the chat. Je m'appelle Cotis. I told you, people, we're moving. PSG, big win last night. No more Arsenal stress. I'm telling you, man, what does it say about Arsenal, right? It's sad, isn't it, when I pull up a Premier League 2021 picture and they put West Ham in instead of Arsenal. West Ham, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Leicester, Tottenham. They're putting West Ham in the picture ahead of Arsenal. That should be Aubameyang. But they're putting in West Ham players. It's mad. They're showing us no respect. There's 7 teams there. They're not even calling us a top 7 club. The disrespect is real, people. But it's a stress-free watch-along. Big up to all of you for tuning in. Thank you very much. Hope you're all having a blessed Sunday. Let's watch this game. Let's relax. No Arsenal stress. There's a lot of transfer news going around with Arsenal at the moment. We'll go into that more tomorrow at 2 p.m. when we get into the Arsenal content. So, yeah, today, City against Spurs. We got 10 minutes till kickoff. Let me show you the teams, and then you guys can put the prediction in. Allez, Paris, bonjour, Curtis. The background is confused. Where is Arsenal? They don't class us even as top 7 no more. It's mad. But listen, and Tammy's going to Rome. Thank you, Jose. Do you know what I mean? We'll talk about that more tomorrow, though, people. I don't even want to talk about Arsenal too much. But here is the Tottenham team to face Manchester City. And the big news of this, no Harry Kane, not even on the bench. I mean, listen, I'm not one to start throwing, rumors out there. But, you got to think that he may be in a Manchester City shirt by the end of this month. Now, I know Harry Kane only returned to training this week, but you would have expected him to be on the bench. The starting lineup, Lloris in goal, Tanganga at right back, Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer at centre-back with Reguilon at left-back, Skip Højbjerg in the middle with Dele Alli in the 10, with Bergwijn on the right, Lucas Moura on the left, with Son through the middle. It's not a great Tottenham team, I got to be honest. No Ndombele in midfield, one of their best midfielders. No Harry Kane. Alderweireld obviously left. Romero, their new signing, is on the bench. It's not a great team. Navarre said, what happened to the PSG stream? You know what, bro? I was really tired. I thought, you know what? I might do it. And then I checked their squad. Neymar not in the squad. Donnarumma not in the squad. Messi not in the squad. I thought, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. But, no Harry Kane. On the bench for Tottenham is Golini, Davis, Doherty, Bryan, Lo Celso, Romero, Scarlett, Sissoko, and Harry Winks. It is not a particularly good Tottenham team. Don't get me wrong. There's still enough there for them to cause a problem to City. With Son, Lucas and Bergwijn. I think Dele Alli's looked good in pre-season. Apparently, Manchester City have never beaten Tottenham at this ground since it's been rebuilt. So Tottenham will have confidence that they can do something. I think Son's an exceptional player. Dele Alli is one of these players that if you get him to play the right way, he's a big attacking, goal-scoring midfielder, big attacking threat. There aren't many goal-scoring midfielders in the Premier League anymore. So Oliver Skip has been highly rated. He's keeping the likes of Winks and Sissoko out. Like you said, it will probably be park the bus and counter-attack. If Kane signs for City, league will be already sorted, 100%. For anyone who don't know, my tip was Liverpool to win the title. Bit of an outside bet. I've put some money on them, actually, to win it. I got great odds. But if Harry Kane goes to Manchester City, just end it. Don't even play the games. Write it off. They'll win it. He'll score 30 goals in a Man City shirt. So, yeah, not a great not a great Tottenham team for them going into this game. Sean says, Winks and Sissoko, fraudulent. Expressions will be crying. Imagine Spurs win, I'm telling you. But yeah, strange things have happened. Let's have a look at the Manchester City team, people. A few players involved that they were reporting would not be involved. You can see from the man in the picture, the £100 million man. The most expensive player to ever be bought in the Premier League, £100 million. Jack Grealish starts, makes his debut, number 10 shirt. Ederson is in goal, Cancelo at right back, Ruben Dias and Nathan Ake at centre back with Mendy at left back. Midfield of Fernandinho, Gundogan, Grealish, Mahrez, Torres and Sterling. Now, the way I've seen it lined up, now this might be wrong. The way I saw it lined up was Jack Grealish is playing in the 10 role behind the striker. Ferran Torres is playing false 9 and Sterling on the left and Mahrez on the right. So they have no striker in the starting 11. But the movement that these guys are going to have, I just think Spurs are going to struggle to live with them. You know, I did say the other day that I don't think City will win the title unless they buy a striker. I think they need to buy a striker. But this team is going to cause real problems. Original T said City will win the league without Kane. It's interesting. I just think they will need a striker. Aguero's left. But we'll see. You look at their bench. I mean, their bench is phenomenal. Stefan, who's really impressed. Zinchenko, Laporte, Walker, Stones, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, and Gabriel Jesus. I mean, as an Arsenal fan, I'm hating. I'm hating on that bench, man. That bench is better than most of Arsenal's team. I mean, I got some numbers here. Aymeric Laporte, £62 million. Kyle Walker, £50 million. John Stones, £50 million. Rodri, £60 million. Bernardo Silva, £40 million. Kevin De Bruyne, £47 million. Gabriel Jesus, £28.5 million. It's absolutely unbelievable how they can have that kind of quality on the bench. Silky G said, big up Curtis, how are you feeling? I'm good, man. I'm stress-free. We'll be back to Arsenal conversation tomorrow. So, you know, we'll be there tomorrow, people. Big up Craig, he said, Curtis, who's got the best squad, PSG or City? For me, if we're talking squad and strength in depth, it's Manchester City. I don't think anybody in the world has a better front three than PSG, but they don't have the bench that City have. City's bench today is absolutely ridiculous. You know, it is ridiculous. I'd take most of them in Arsenal's team, let's be honest. Vinif says, bonjour, monsieur. Hope you're well, people. Vinif, big game for City. They don't want to be starting the season with a defeat. United have won, Liverpool have won, Chelsea have won. The pressure is still on City to win this game, and they will be expected to win it. Mr. Apocalypse says, big up, Curtis. This is wild. Sure, smash the like button, peeps. Smash that like button, people, and subscribe if you haven't already. Francesco said, reports out of Italy say Conte apparently being linked to Arsenal. People, wait until tomorrow. I promise you, we're going to have an in-depth conversation about all this. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. Arsenal being linked to Antonio Conte. Listen, for me, bigger than any player we could sign this summer. Sign the manager. Give me your score predictions, people. You have seen the two lineups. Manchester City have no out-and-out striker. Jack Grealish starts in the 10. Ferran Torres plays false 9. But the big news for Spurs, Manchester City target Harry Kane not even in the squad today. Despite training for a few days, you would have probably expected him to be on the bench. Give me your score predictions. Ali Arsenal said 2-0 to the Spuds. King says 3-2 Spurs. Moet says 4-1 City. Omar said City 3-1, but none of that, Omar. That's got to be an imposter. Omar said 3-1 City. I know someone's trying to copy you, Omar, man. I know that ain't you. Jeffrey said 5-0 to City. 4-1 City, says Shane. 5-2 City, that boy Andrew. Buenos Aires Guna, Arteta out, Conte in. It's the dream. Lottery Love says 4-1 City. Obliviate SG said 5-0 to City. Don't forget, people, today's video is sponsored by the guys at One Football. Thank you very much for their support on the channel. Link in the description. Brilliant free app. All the latest team news, transfer news. Make sure you download that. Shout out to the guys at One Football. We're about to kick off, people. Let's get the scoreboard up with the... And let me move down. There you go, people. We're about to kick off. I'm going to go for 3-1 to Manchester City. I'm going to go for. We're underway, people. We are underway. The first Super Sunday of the Premier League season. Big up, Curtis. I believe Arteta will get sacked soon. I mean, we hope, man. No disrespect. We need bigger and better. Come on, City, said Omar. I think there's someone copying Omar's account in here, people, saying, come on, Spurs. We know he wouldn't be saying that. Gorav said, big up Curtis, apart from Saka, no one can walk into the City team. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100. Saka doesn't get in Man City's team. We got to be honest. He doesn't get right wing ahead of Mahrez. We just got to keep it 100. And on the left, they got Grealish or Raheem Sterling. Saka doesn't get in Man City's team. I'm just keeping it 100. He could probably get on the bench, definitely, but he doesn't start. City's kit looks good. Yeah, it's a bit old school, innit? It feels like an old school, like retro kit. It's a clean kit, innit? Simple. Big up Rajat. Thank you very much for becoming a member on the channel, bro. We'll have some content coming towards the end of this week coming. So I appreciate your support on the channel. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Big up my guy DG in the chat. I mean, I don't know how you're messaging me right now. You're currently playing left wing for Spurs, my bro. Look, man, put the wrong thing up as well, you know. Big up, bro. I know the typos, bro. I heard you scored again today as well for the wrong-uns, man. We need a friendly lined up. AFT VFC against the wrong-uns, man. Big up my guy DG. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. He's close to 40k. Let's get him there sooner rather than later. Steven Bergwijn, big up DG every time. My bro, you know. Jahaya said, Curtis, when it comes to PSG, I think you should only stream the Classico v Marseille. Would be good to see Saliba and Guendouzi's level. Yeah, definitely. I'll have to check when they play each other. I'll definitely want to do that to go and see Messi against Saliba, man. Oh, Sterling nutmegs Tanganga there, but he wins the ball. Tottenham are on the break. Next collab. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Hey, big up every time. Salute Curtis. Salute Curtis, you're a real one. Big up, bro. Oh, what's that? Oh, free kick on the edge of the box to City. I thought it was a penalty. Grealish gets brought down. Free kick. 2 minutes gone. It's going to be dangerous. DG says sub to the guy, folks. Big up, people. We're building a strong community here, man. There's only a few real ones in this YouTube game, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to support each other in this. Buenos Aires Guna. Conte's link. God is helping us, bro. But hey, please, man. We need some help right now. I am King. Big up all. Hope everyone is good. Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Big up Mr. Dollar Hyde. Said, big up Curtis. Love your reactions to the Brentford goals the other night. True passion. Do you know what, bro? I was telling myself before the game, I'm going to keep it calm no matter what happens. Brentford score, Arsenal score. I ain't going to do too much, but it gets the better of me, man. As much as I dislike the way Arsenal are moving, I still have that passion, man. Arsenal, Chelsea next week. It could be a long week. But let's see, man. Hopefully things pick up. Expressions ain't even doing a stream. He's scared. No, I think he's at the game. X is at the game. So I'm sure he'll do a vlog while he's at the game. Free kick to Manchester City, 25 yards out, left of centre. Gundogan and Mahrez over the ball. This will probably suit Gundogan more with the right foot. Gundogan to take it. Oh, deflects off the wall, goes just over. So corner. No way in hell Conte is coming to us. I mean, listen. Conte had face-to-face talks with Tottenham about taking the job. Did he not tell Tottenham, I'll take the job if you put the right numbers on paper? They didn't put the right numbers. The man walked out, you know. So if Arsenal put the right numbers down, they can get him. It's funny. Arsenal will overpay for players like Willian, give him 200 grand. But sometimes you got to overpay for a manager. Mendy whips in a ball to the back post. Headed it. Oh, headed wide. Sorry, by Fernandinho. I thought that was in. Lloris came out searching for the ball, missed it. Fernandinho heads it wide. Lloris is in no man's land. Infamous mob, Curtis, thoughts on Aubameyang and Laka to Barca rumours. I don't see how Aubameyang can go there on that wage. It's a big, big wage, man. Maybe Laka. They're talking about Coutinho in a swap deal. We'll be on to that tomorrow, people. We knew the Coutinho link was going to happen, man, with Kia Jurachin. He's got Edu in his back pocket. Buenos Aires Guna, appreciate your content, bro. As always, blessed to you and your family. Same to you, bro. Same to everyone in the comments. Happy Sunday. Give thanks for everything you've got, you know. And take care. Take care of each other, people. Original T said X is at the game. Yeah, I believe he'll be streaming. He'll be vlogging, sorry. So I'm sure he'll have a vlog out over the next day or so. Here comes City, right-hand side. Mahrez whips it in. Oh, it's blocked. Chance for City. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Drag wide. I think Cancelo in the penalty area. Mahrez cross was blocked. Rebound comes out to Cancelo. He's about 12, 13 yards out. Volleys it wide. Good opportunity. Mahrez cross. Poor clearance. He should do better. He should be scoring. In line probably with the penalty spot. Bouncing ball. Poor clearance from Dyer. And he drags it about a yard wide. Should be 1-0 to City there. Conte ain't going to come, bro. They're going to give him 20 million as a budget. Yeah, more than likely. Nima said, I miss Arsene Wenger. Listen, Uncle Arsene, innit? Every Arsenal fan's got love for Wenger. But we can't forget what went wrong at the end, you know? Unfortunately. Mahrez on the edge of the penalty area is causing problems with Cancelo on the overlap. Tottenham forced them back. City dominating possession. City are all over them, 100%. Where's the PSG shirt? Hey, it's back in the wardrobe, man. Greg said, I love Wenger, but his refusal to deal with agent wages would be another issue in itself. Wenger was struggling to move with the way football was going towards finances, you know, and unfortunately, that's the way the game was and is now. So he has to learn to move. Marvu, Curtis, thoughts on Chelsea's performance yesterday? It was, how can I put it? It makes you realise they're going to have a real go at the title this season because they had no Lukaku yesterday. They had players missing and they slapped up Palace. And Palace, I thought, would be half decent this season. 3-0 victory. Oh, Mendy gets caught on the ball. Chelsea are going to be in the title race. Let's put it that way. Here comes Spurs. Mendy gets caught. Son into the penalty area on his left foot. City get numbers back quickly and force him all the way back to Davinson Sanchez on the halfway line. So definitely didn't work. Wenger covered Kroenke. He knew the drill. Wenger knew, give me 12 million and I'll cover your back. That was the problem. You know, he needed to think for the club more than the owner. Well, it's difficult. Oh, football, honestly, I have to admit, apart from the Arsenal game, which says everything, I have loved Premier League football this weekend. Seeing fans back in the stadium adds 20, 30% to the games. I feel like I didn't even really like football that much last season without the fans. It makes the difference. The noise, the atmosphere, seeing all them cardboard cutouts and empty seats, it just wasn't the same, man. I've loved football this weekend, apart from Arsenal, which is sad, really sad. And this is how Arteta wants to play, Curtis. Oh, man, he needs to change. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, 100%. I think he may have to go back to 3 at the back. And big up Camille with the super chat. Would you take Zuma? He used to take for 30 million. Listen, Zuma's incredible in the air. He's jumping and everything. I just think, number one, it's another Chelsea player. We have to find a different way other than who have Chelsea got for us to sign. And I think he's a bit clumsy. I think he needs a leader next to him. And we don't have that leader. So, listen, he's good enough. He is good enough in the sense because he's better than Holding and then man there. He's better than Pablo Mari. But I would rather go for someone else. Just again, the whole Chelsea thing. I'm getting sick of it, taking Chelsea's leftovers. Brian said, I miss Wenger big time. Today I saw on a news trending that players are complaining that Arteta's philosophy of playing from the back is difficult to understand. That sums up everything. I can't say I couldn't believe it. I wasn't surprised that players now apparently are starting to come out and complain about Mikel Arteta's philosophy of football and how difficult training is. Apparently he interrupts the sessions constantly to give the players information. They're not enjoying it. MD said Zuma is a bit of a loose cannon, in my opinion. Exactly. I think he needs a leader to guide him. Vinev said, "Hey Curtis, do you fancy Sheikh Mansour as Arsenal owner?" Everyone would love him as owner, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We'd all love him as owner. Here come Manchester City with Sterling. Drives into the penalty area. Tackled there. Great tackle. Who is that? Is that Skip? I don't even know who that is. I think it's Skip. And it's a corner to Manchester City. Conte, yeah, we need him. Jaden said, "I miss watching Arsenal, the real Arsenal." We all miss that. Hybrid said, "Arteta learned how to count backwards from 4 and never looked back." He ain't looked back since, man. Richard Reed, big up Reedy, bro. He said, "Big up Big C, just a quick in and out. Smash the like, enjoy your Sunday, people. And blessings to everyone in the chat, man." West Ham winning makes me sick. Slapped up Liverpool, Newcastle 4-2 after losing. Here's Jack Grealish, left-hand side, short corner. Plays it into Sterling, into Gundogan. City refusing to just cross the ball in. They do now from Mendy. It's flicked on by Dele Alli, and that goes... Oh, no, it's kept in by Mahrez. Running at Dele Alli. He's going to whip this in. He sends Dele Alli to the shops. Oh, whips it in. Goalkeeper takes it. Mahrez. Jeez, that Mahrez chop was disgusting. Sent Dele Alli back to Milton Keynes, bro. Wow. Goffrey, big up with the super chat, said, "Opinion on Aubameyang and Lacazette against fraud Pep story." I mean, the real details haven't really come out yet, but am I surprised? No, I'm not. You know? But we'll have to see how that develops. Big up Goffrey with a super chat. The family said, "Would you take Eric Ten Hag?" I like him. I would take him. He's better than what we've got. On 1999 said, "Man picked Xhaka over Kante. He was finished." In relation to Wenger there, yeah, we can't deny those mistakes. Camille said, "What are you talking about? You love Arsenal. You, Arsenal, love our players." Listen, Arsenal love Chelsea's players, not me. You know what I'm saying? Not me. Ali, oh my God, man. He had to buy a ticket to get back in, man. Pete, take note of Mahrez. Nicholas, tell him about aggression. You see the difference? See the aggression in Mahrez? Man are getting twisted inside out. Pepe standing there doing Michael Jackson kicks. Ali got skinned. It was dirty, man. Real dirty. Sent him to the shops, bro. I'm telling you. If you listen to Arsenal on the training videos on YouTube, you can hear Arteta talking too much. I think the players have a point. Yeah, listen. So as a player, the last thing you want in training is a manager constantly interrupting, giving you more information. Let things flow, you know? Did you see Chalobah scoring yesterday? Great moment. Thought that was brilliant. Been through a lot. Young player, man. Looks a good player. Big up that guy D, said, big up Curtis. West Ham better than Arsenal, said Lakota. I mean, listen, last season they were. Smooth criminal settings, man. I'm telling you, Pepe. Sterling and Grealish on one side. It's long. Could be a long day for Tanganga, man, the right back. Tottenham have had very little of the ball so far. Ball goes out for a throw-in in the Tottenham half. Mark said, "I'm 16. I would do anything just to see one game of Thierry and them, man. Hard to be an Arsenal fan right now. I feel sorry for the younger generation. You know, these man are YouTube memories. You know, I'm quite blessed in that sense. Anyone who's my age or even just a bit younger or a bit older, very lucky to have seen these, man. Because look at this. Imagine being born into this Arsenal generation that we're seeing right now. You know, it'd be painful. Absolutely painful. I know we've won FA Cups and that, but it's not the same. But listen, I believe we will get back there. I just don't know how long it's going to take. You know, I think Arsenal fans should be protesting next Sunday. I got to be honest. This club are taking the mick at the moment out of the fans. Even Newcastle are better than us at attacking. Lively, you know, they're lively going forward. The family said you can see it. Arteta doesn't shut up in matches. He spends 90 minutes barking orders. You don't want too many instructions as a footballer, you know? Mr. Farage said, have you seen Arteta on the touchline giving too much instructions? Players can't even think by themselves. He's a real dictator. It's the players, Curtis. Kevin Campbell settings. Pepe looks timid, to be fair. Zaha would suit Arsenal better. And listen, we said it at the time, man. I would have definitely taken Wilf ahead of Pepe. First question, why would the current generation choose Arsenal? Very difficult to give you that answer. Unless it's like a parent who's pushing you towards them because they support them. There's no reason. What can Arsenal offer a younger fan right now? Fans want the owner out. Fans want the manager out. Fans don't like half the team. The team lack pride. Minimal success. You know, it's very difficult to sell that to a young person coming up now saying, well, why should I be an Arsenal fan? I loved Arsenal because I connected with the club. I like the kit. I like the players. I like the celebrations. I love the tight little ground hybrid close to the pitch. I love the atmosphere. I felt that connection. I thought, that's my club. You can't look at Arsenal now and feel that. And that's a sad thing. And how are they going to get that back? Very difficult when you don't have the right manager, the right owner, the right players to excite you. Original T said we used to kill teams in the first 10 minutes at Highbury. Teams were scared in the tunnel at Highbury. They knew what time it was at Highbury. Arsenal could beat you anyway. You wanted to have a fight, Vieira, Adams, Campbell, they'll beat you up on the pitch. If you wanted to play football, they'll bop you, mate. Bergkamp, Henry, Perez, Ashley Cole, they'll bop you. If you need counter-attacking speed, they'll hammer you on the counter-attack. Look what Jamie Carragher said. Arsenal, the hardest team he's ever played against at right-back. You had Henry drifting out there. You had Perez there and Ashley Cole on the overlap. You had 3 players there. It was mad. You couldn't deal with that Arsenal team. The play was the drip back then. You hear it, Greg? The kits were playing. The kits weren't amazing. But because we were successful, because we were so good, they became legendary kits. Now we got unbelievable kits and a bang average team. Back then we had a bang average kit with an unbelievable team. And that bang average kit then becomes a great kit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Imagine Fabinho and Maguire at Arsenal. Listen, Emery, at the end of his first full season, wanted Maguire, Fabinho and Zaha. That would have been a lot, you know, that could have changed Arsenal's team a heck of a lot. Dominant centre-back, dominant CDM, and a winger that is direct. Big up Jay Torres. He said, I saw a report that Arteta's training is hard to follow. There's clearly a communication issue. Players understood Emery better than Arteta. I knew all this stuff was going to come out, man. I'm not surprised. I reckon there's been a fallout with Aubameyang and Lacazette. I'm sure it will come out this week. There'll be more drama. Sidon said, Curtis, did you see Vardy's celebration? You know what? Vardy is one of them guys that, like, I don't know, like, he's got a bit of arrogance that I just like. He'll wind up away fans when he scores. You know, what is he? He was howling, wasn't he? He's doing the wolf celebration at the corner flag. I mean, he's got character. That's what football is about. Football to me is about characters. There aren't so many characters in the game nowadays. So I respect it. I respect. Yeah. That's exactly it. And that's why Arsenal wanted him back in the day. Here come Tottenham on the attack. Reguilon whips it in. Corner to Tottenham. Yeah, I respect it. When I seen Vardy do that, I thought, you know what? I respect that. You're winding people up. I'm sure the away fans would have hated it. But, yeah, man, I respect it. Arsenal had swagger back then, I'm telling you. Big up, Matt, from the Toronto, man, from the 6. Hope you're well. Curtis, my G, big ups from Toronto. I bet you're happy after yesterday's win. Ashton said, I've seen Arsenal win 5 league titles even when our captain did 60 days in prison halfway through the season. Ashton, you've seen Arsenal through some times, man. Corner to Tottenham. Son whips it in. Good header. Nathan Ake comes back out. Headed away by Fernandinho. City can break here. Oh, it's just a bit behind Mendy there. They could have been away. forced all the way back to Ederson. Gaurav said, Curtis, I'm sick of Arsenal fans saying we almost signed Kante, Ronaldo, Messi, Suarez, Fabinho, Maddison, almost 11. We're the almost FC, as you say, man. We nearly signed all of them. Big up the Green Gooner. He said, I'm sick of rumours from this page and that page. Just go and sign the players we need. The money is obviously there if you spend 50 million on a position that wasn't actually priority this summer. It wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal have spent half their money and they ain't got much left. Here comes City on the attack. Bad pass. It breaks down there. Ferran Torres. They win it back with Cancelo. Here comes City. Oh, good ball into Mahrez. He gets muscled off it by Reguilon and Tottenham clear it away. Straight back to City. Tottenham can't get up the pitch. City dominating possession. Again, dominating the ball. If they get that striker at the end of things here, Premier League season will be a wrap, I'm telling you. Would you take Aouar and Odegaard or just Maddison? I like Maddison more than Odegaard, but I feel like Aouar and I feel like we could do with two creative players. Tottenham on the break. Here's Bergwijn, left side of the penalty area. Shot deflected, goes out for a corner. Tottenham just sitting back and hitting City on the break. I feel like I'd take Aouar and Odegaard because I think we need the centre midfielder and the cam. Mario said, I'm from Croatia. Kids are wearing City jerseys. In the 90s and 2000s, there were no City fans. Same in England, bro. I never saw a Man City shirt when I was younger. No Sean Goater, Georgie King, Cladsy, you know. I never seen them shirts. I see them shirts now, you know. Speck said, maybe just the system isn't creative no matter what players you give him. Could be. The system is very boring and predictable, the Arteta system. Chelsea with Lukaku and City with Kane, who wins without Kane, who wins the league. I still think City are a better team than Chelsea, but Lukaku might make the difference, you know? I think Lukaku scores 20 goals this year. Son with the corner, in swing off flicked on, oh, at the back post, everyone misses it, and it goes out for a throw-in to Tottenham. If City don't buy a striker, I think Chelsea probably joint favourites, you know. Both levels above Arsenal, it's obvious. Vardy knew what was coming. That's why he didn't join Arsenal at the time. Do you think Aubameyang will sit out like Ozil? That can't happen. I don't think the fans will allow that. Ozil wasn't producing, so the argument was much more difficult. With Aubameyang, he's got, well, though he didn't produce last year, to be fair, but he's still better than what we've got up front, you know? Would you sell Aubameyang? I wouldn't. I mean, who are you going to replace him with? If you can get me a Lautaro Martinez or someone proper, then we'll have a conversation, but I don't see the replacement, you know? Watch City get Aubameyang or Lacazette. It'd be interesting. Aubameyang would score a hatful in this City team, I'm telling you. But I couldn't see Pep buying a 32-year-old. I really couldn't. The documentary will break records, people. We know what that Amazon documentary is going to be wild. It's going to break records with Amazon. Aubameyang will never recover his form, says Liam. I hope he does, man. Free kick to Tottenham, about 45 yards out, crossing position. Son to take it. Seb said, I was training at the park here in North London. All the young ones are wearing Man City tops. I'm seeing City tops a lot nowadays, honestly, man. You know, they're the team right now, aren't they? Camille said, when I popped a blue shirt, I was the only one supporting Chelsea in the whole class. Or when I copped a blue shirt, it was Arsenal or United. All of my 6 young cousins support Liverpool, City and Chelsea. Honestly, when I was a kid, it was Arsenal and Man United. Son whips it in. Header by Davinson Sanchez. Loops up in the air. Oh, cleared off the line. Tottenham appealing for handball. Gundogan clears it off the line. Lucas Moura volleyed it. Ederson was in no man's land. Ball was whipped in from Son. Davinson Sanchez heads it in the air. Moura volleys it from a tight angle. Gundogan clears it off the line. Fortunate there, City. Yeah, listen, when I was younger, honestly, 2 things happened when I was a kid. Half the class were coming school with the collars turned up. Eric Cantona. Eric Cantona with the collar turned up. And the other half Ian Wright, number 8. That was it. Couple Liverpool fans were about. I didn't see no Man City fans. I didn't even really see many Chelsea fans. Chelsea gradually became, as it was like Drogba and Mourinho and all them times there. Then I started seeing more Chelsea, I'm seeing youths in City shirts in Hendon. It's coming, man. It's coming. I didn't even know 5 Man City fans probably 5 years ago. Now I'm sure I've got friends who supported other teams and now all of a sudden they're Man City fans. They've eased their way out of their club and got into Man City. Big up the Green Gooner. Thank you for the support and super chat, bro. Said, Big C, what's your thoughts on who we can get in realistically? These men have actually ruined my weekend. My United and Pool mates genuinely sad to see Arsenal in this state. It's a long way back. Bruv, I hear you on that. I'm getting sympathy. I'm getting phone calls from my friends who are rival fans. They ain't even laughing no more. They used to ring me and laugh, yo, Arsenal, you lot are a mess. Now they're going, yo, I want you lot to recover. I want the rivalry back. These men don't even laugh no more. They feel sorry for us. And that makes it even worse. When your rivals feel sorry for you, there's a big problem. Do you know what I'm trying to say? These men want us to recover. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Realistically, I think I hate to say this. I think Arsenal's next 2 signings, I think they're going to get Ramsdale and Odegaard. I hope not. I don't want Ramsdale at all, but I think they're going to go back in for him. Apparently, he's on the verge of a transfer request. I think they're going to go for them too. It wouldn't surprise me if they got somebody else, but they're the ones, and that's not what the fans want to hear. We need bigger and better than that, They're called glory seekers, Curtis. Listen, glory attracts at the end of the day. Success attracts people to it, You can't blame a young kid for wanting to support a team that plays great football, that wins trophies, that has big players, And Kanyezi said, Big C was just telling my son I'm off to Man City for the season. I'm drained, I'm tired. It's this. We all feel like it, innit? Man want to go PSG, Man City. We all just want an escape plan. Here come Man City, Ferran Torres, great feet. Gundogan gets tackled. See City overplaying. They don't have that striker. That's all they're lacking. Cantona, what a legend. He was a great player. Great player. He was a majestic player. Arsenal feels like the government hiding all kind of crap from us, says Brett Huffman. It does, mate. Conservative all. Bergwijn, right-hand side of the penalty area. Pulls it back to Son. Shots blocked. Comes to Lucas Moore. He's got to be offside. He is offside. Son had the chance really there. The shot was blocked. Good defending in the end by Manchester City. Have you watched a cricket game at Lord's? No, I've never watched a cricket game at Lord's. I've watched 3 games of cricket in my life. All 3 of them, the West Indies were playing. One was at Trent Bridge in Nottingham, where I'm from. England against the West Indies. I watched the West Indies against Australia in Jamaica at Sabina Park. And I watched the West Indies against Australia in Dominica at Windsor Park. They're the only 3 games of cricket I've ever watched. Never been. I've driven past. I've seen Lords as I've driven past before. Seen the Oval, but no, I've never been. Aubameyang doesn't like being a left wing back, and who can blame him? He could play up front for a lot of teams in Europe, and we got him out here at left wing back. Pretty much. North London Derby is green with envy. I trust Stevie Wonder driving F1 more than I do this manager on board. We don't trust them, do we? Why should we? Abdi says, big up Curtis. I've got a strong feeling Arteta will be gone by mid-September. They will bring in Martinez with Henry as his number 2. Yeah, I can hear you on that. Big up Brooks, who says, big up Knots and big up the Windies. Yes, bro. City appealing for a penalty here. They're saying handball. Oliver Skip, referee says no. I believe referees have been told not to give these kind of decisions and let it go to VAR. Yo, Curtis, no Arsenal in the background. Don't, bruv. Do you know what? I didn't realise till I put the picture up and I was like, raw. There's no Arsenal player in there. Even the Premier League have given up on us. It's mad. Is Grealish on the ball? I notice every time Grealish gets the ball, they're just on him. They're fouling him. Loads of little fouls. Simon said, during the 80s, all my friends in Liverpool kits, when Arsenal beat Liverpool in the last game of the season, I knew I wanted to be a gooner. My dad's a Liverpool fan as well, bro. He said when he was younger, it was Man United or Liverpool, you know? So I hear it. I think he picked Liverpool because of John Barnes. Polymation said, I don't want Henry to ruin his legacy. I hear you. Sometimes as a legend, you're better off staying away. Don't come back and spoil things, man. We all remember you as that great player, you know? So let's see. Spurs are holding off City. Told you, City without a striker, I don't think they win the title. They need that striker. They play great football, all the build-up. They'll have games this season where they can't break teams down enough because of having no striker. You know? Big up Camille. He said, rival supporters want Arsenal to succeed more than their owners. This is actually mental, I'm telling you. Mahrez attacks the fullback. Cancelo whips it in, headed away. Davinson Sanchez. It's the problem. City put high crosses in, and they've got no one to head the ball. Here come Tottenham on the counter-attack. Bergwijn. Finds Son. He could be in. Son, tight angle. Oh, he could have hit it with his left foot on his right. The attacks broke down. They've taken too long, Tottenham. Tottenham look like they can hit Manchester City on the counter-attack. Son should have hit that. Reguilon whips it in, flicked on, headed away. Nathan Ake, good header there. And it's a throw into Spurs. Son should have shot with his left foot, tried to cut back onto his right. They look decent on the counter-attack, I've got to be honest. Neil Morgan said, thoughts on Salah, record breaker. Listen, he's a don. He's a don, mate, I'm telling you. He's a serious goal scorer. I feel he don't get the credit he deserves. I don't think technically Son is the most, pleasing player to watch. He's not technically unbelievable, but if you want numbers and goals from a winger, he's phenomenal. He's unbelievable, Salah. His numbers don't lie. Sean said, went Old Trafford for the cricket with my dad when I was young. Not a big fan of the sport, but a great day out. Yeah, a lot of it. I went to 2 one-day games. They were a bit better. Test cricket is a bit boring for me. Where in Notts are you from, Curtis? I'm from St Anne's, Brewster's Road, people. If you're from Notts, you'll know. Brewster's Road, St Anne's. Grealish gets muscled by Tanganga. It's a throw-in. They're onto him. They ain't giving him no time. My favourite tennis player ever. When I was younger, it was Pete Sampras. My favourite ever is Roger Federer, man. I love him. Just technically unbelievable. Never seen a player like it. But growing up, I used to love Pete Sampras, man. Test cricket is the only cricket. People, the purists say it's proper cricket, innit? But it's a bit long. What do you make of the weekend's results? Not surprised. The big boys, apart from Arsenal, all pulled their weight and handled business. I was surprised Watford beat Villa. I thought Villa were going to do bits, but they conceded some poor goals, man. And a 3-2 defeat at Watford. So a lot of people, including myself, actually tipped Watford to go down. But I do like Watford, to be fair. I think good atmosphere at their ground. Federer is the GOAT. Accuracy, unbelievable. Curtis, you know my family, the Benjamins. I got Benjamins on my mum's side as well, you know. Dominica, from Dominica, Diego. Spurs playing physical. That's what you got to do. You got to rattle Man City, man. Curtis, look how different Spurs play now. Jose's finished. He was clearly telling them to park the bus. Yeah. The crazy thing is, a lot of people said that Nuno was a park the bus manager, but counter-attack doesn't have to be defensive. You can still do your thing there. Grealish, left-hand side of the penalty area, shoots. That's poor. That's poor. Listen, I'm going to say something, and I'm not just saying this. He will have good days out in this City team. I don't think City needed to spend 100 million on Jack Grealish. That money for me should have gone to Harry Kane. They need Kane more than they need Grealish. They got Sterling on the left. They can play Foden there. They got Mahrez, Bernardo Silva. You know, I think they should have bought Kane before they bought Grealish, in my opinion. Curtis, Real Madrid want 40 million for Odegaard. I think that's a bit steep, I got to be honest. I think 5 or 10 million less than that, but it is what it is. Madrid need the money. Here's Sterling in the penalty area. Crossed in. Chance for City. Oh, what a miss. Mahrez on his left foot. He was a little bit behind him. Didn't wrap his foot round it. And puts it wide. Has to be Roger. Agassi. Yeah, I remember Agassi, man, with the ponytail. That backhand from Roger, bro. Come on. He's the Messi of tennis. Federer and Nadal. Nadal on clay and that, but for me, I'm Roger Federer, man. You know, my family, the Benjamin. Hey, big up. Would you take Vieira at Arsenal? He's got to prove himself as a manager. Can't get caught up in the fact he was just an unbelievable player. He's got to prove himself as a manager first. City should have bought Kane and paid over. I'm telling you, if I was them, I would have dropped 150 on Spurs, took Kane. That gets them the league. That might get them the Champions League. I don't think Grealish gets Man City the Champions League. I don't. He's just going to look a good player, obviously, but they had good players in those positions. So it's a strange one for me that I think he's a top player. Why would you not add him? But get what you need before you start adding different things to the team. Federer equals the GOAT. Grealish is a luxury player. Roger is classy. Djokovic, the smartest player. Very smart. Don't like his style of tennis, though. But yeah. Goran Ivanisevic, man. The left hand, the big serve. Massive serve, innit? Left-handed, bang. He used to have a massive serve, man. Don't want Odegaard too slow. Doesn't score enough. Listen, we're desperate. So the club, most fans would take him, but I want somebody else. I would rather get somebody else. Big up Parabzi Glider. Hope I haven't hammered your name. I know you comment on the chat on a regular, but I always get that name wrong. Don't blame Aubameyang and Laka for Mess FC not showing any ambition. That fraud manager should be sacked now, and some deluded fans need to wake up. I mean, listen, I don't want to have a go at the fans here. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I've got more of a problem with the manager than those two players. Ben Foster is on the bench for Watford. A shame for the YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping to get him on this channel at some stage. I'm actually friends with Andre Gray, who obviously plays for Watford. So I've put the word out, man. Try and get Ben on the channel at some point this season. We need him in the starting 11, man. Get the GoPro in the goal. We don't have the money, Curtis. I mean, yeah, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. But why don't we have the money? Levan said, Curtis, who is the greatest sportsman ever? Federer, R9, Messi, Ronaldo, Usain Bolt. That is difficult. That is difficult to answer. That's tough. You know, I feel Usain Bolt's had some of the most iconic sporting moments of all time, breaking world records, winning Olympics, world championships. I love Usain Bolt. R9 is my favorite player. Messi and Ronaldo have achieved pretty much. They're a World Cup away from a clean sweep, really. That's a tough one. I actually struggle to answer that. Messi, Michael Jordan, Usain Bolt, Pele, maybe. I couldn't even name one. There's some Muhammad Ali as well. You know, Hamilton, people saying Phelps. I mean, I couldn't name Phelps just because the sport for me, you know, ain't one of the top sports, but he's achieved greatness. Mo Farah as well. Linford, man like Linford, you know. Tom said, was it someone filming the All or Nothing, leaking the news from the training ground? You never know. Imagine if Amazon are putting leaks out there of what's happening at Arsenal. Big up Joey Roberts. United played good. I think people underestimate them. They were very good yesterday. They're attacking football. I think the thing is you can see that they could have conceded goals. I still think United need a top quality centre mid. I don't think they'll get away with Fred and McTominay. Pogba and Bruno, obviously quality. Corner to City, whipped in. Headed away. They haven't got the height, have they? And here come Tottenham on the break. Steven Bergwijn, mate, on the counter-attack is ferocious. Look how quick he is. And he gives it away. That's the problem with him, unfortunately. A bit sloppy on the ball. Big up Brooks. He said, Phelps, the greatest sportsman ever. Also, big up St. Anne's. I'm from Radford. Big up, bro. Big up. I know Radford very well. Here come Tottenham on the break again. This is a crazy game. Lucas Moura finds Son. City are in trouble here. Son. Bergwijn on the overlap. Son! No! Puts it wide. Oh, my days. He's appealing for a corner. Bergwijn was on the overlap there. Tried to bend it into the far corner. Son. I have to admit, right, as an Arsenal fan, that is the one player. I'd love Kane as well, but I'd love Son at Arsenal, man. He's lethal. Two-footed, got great technique. That is close as well. Should that have been a corner? Yep, definitely. Hits Cancelo and goes wide. The ref doesn't see it. Pogba's distribution, yeah, he was doing bits yesterday. Doing absolute bits. How did we end up in this situation with this squad? If someone told you in 2016 that this would be the squad in 2021, you'd have laughed in their face, says the Green Goon. Hey, listen, we're living it out for real now. We didn't expect this. Levan said, Curtis Shaw, the greatest for me. I agree. Unbelievable. Nah, big up, bro. Oh, that was so close, man. Tottenham. I tell you what, Man City are dominating this game. This is a repeat of every time what happens when Tottenham play against City. City are dominating the ball. They're getting great positions. And they don't look like scoring with no striker. And Tottenham keep hitting them on the break. Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, and Son, absolute pace. They can't live with them. No cojones in our team, as Dini said. MO7 said, AFTV go. Hey, big up, man. Big up. The Green Gooner said, all Arsenal jokes aside, massive congrats on the 31k. Savage work, Big C. Listen, as always, people, I give the thanks to you guys, the community supporting the channel. Can't do it without the help of you guys. Tiger Woods, yeah, one of the greats as well. One of the greats for real. Kyle said Conte would help me to fall in love with Arsenal again. Ex-girlfriend makeover settings. We'd all love Conte at Arsenal, man, but they'd have to back him. Here come Tottenham. Son, edge of the penalty area. Son volleys it over. That was not a particularly good shot. AFC need a Cronke vaccine. Jao said, big up Curtis. Cheers from Brazil. Big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Curtis, you've gone global. Ah, man. It's overwhelming. Can't believe no one said Jordan. Yeah, no, we mentioned Jordan. Yeah. I suppose a lot of the younger generation might have seen Jordan, you know. Most of them more likely to have seen, you know, Kobe and LeBron and Steph Curry and them people, you know. I'm old school, man. I seen MJ, Allen Iverson, all them, man. Jordan, Tyson, Tiger, Michael Jackson. Hee. MJ, you know. We're talking sport, though, more, innit? As a competitive golfer growing up, Tiger was it. But I understand it's golf. For me, Curry, said Abdullah. Please answer my question. Would you take Ruben Diaz at Arsenal? Oh, my days. I don't think anybody would say no to that. You know, we would, of course we would. Everybody would take him. Patrick Ewing, man, yo. I always loved the Knicks, you know. They were never that great, but I always kind of had a thing about New York. Do you know what I mean? I love New York hip hop. And, you know, I used to like the Knicks as well. Carmelo, obviously a bit further down the line. And Patrick Ewing, man, the big Jamaican. AI for the 69ers with the GOAT. Allen Iverson, man, with the big diamond earrings. Is Grealish? I got to be honest, Grealish getting bullied by Davinson Sanchez and Tanganga on that right-hand side. I'm telling you, they're on him. Scottie Pippen. Listen, everyone loved a bit of the Bulls, man. Pippen, Rodman, and Jordan was serious. Jordan, the best sportsman ever, no debate. Patrick Ewing Jr. is my brother's boss. Wow, that is crazy, man. Get him on the channel, man. Get Patrick Ewing on the channel. Let's do a basketball stream. Here comes City, Jack Grealish. Blocked. See, they're not giving him an ounce of space. Shot by Fernandinho, goes wide. And City, they need that striker. They need a striker. What are we saying, people? What are we saying? Have you seen The Last Dance? Yep. Quality. Big up Alvin as well, man. I watched it during lockdown, actually. I watched so many like sports documentaries and that during lockdown. I watched Last Dance. I watched the Nicholas Anelka documentary. I watched All or Nothing Man City, the Tottenham one. Watched the Crystal Palace documentary. I've been watching loads of stuff like that. No, I haven't seen the new Power, Raising Canaan. Nah, I haven't seen it yet. To be honest, I stopped when Power finished. I haven't watched any of the little add-ons yet. Abhinav said Chelsea spent 97.5 on Lukaku and made sales of 98 million. Marina is a legend. She's absolutely unbelievable. She's selling youngsters and making 20 million and stuff. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how she does it. Yeah, the Anelka documentary is good. I think it's only a one episode, but I always loved Anelka at Arsenal, so I was fascinated by it. I love the story of Anelka, Le Souk, as they called it. No, you know what? No, Pulse. I haven't watched the Leeds United one. I'll have to look into that. And the Sunderland one, I haven't watched that one either. I'm told that both are good, though. Sabitzer apparently is on his way to Bayern Munich, so I think we've missed out on him. Maradona movie, yep, I've seen that. Love Maradona, what a player. Here comes City, ball whipped in, cleared by Eric Dyer. Half-time whistle goes 0-0. Bit of a disappointing one. Lacking end product, man. A 0-0. Bit of a boring first half. Not really living up to much. City dominating the ball. But lacking end product. Spurs look dangerous on the break. And that's it. Half time, people. It's sad because, we finished like, one place below Tottenham last season. They've bought one player. That one player is not even playing, and Romero's on the bench. Harry Kane's not playing, and Ndombele's not playing. And they look better than we do. Why? We've bought 3 new players. So where's the improvement with Arsenal? I don't understand it. How come every other big team that I watch has a system, a philosophy, a style of football that you can see and you understand how they're playing? But when I watch Arsenal, my mind's all over the place. What am I watching? I watched Chelsea yesterday. Dominant performance, 3-0, moved the ball quickly, put crosses in. I watched Man United pepper the living daylights out of Leeds on the counter. Pogba pulling strings, Bruno on the third man runs. Greenwood was brilliant. I'm watching Man City pop the ball for fun. All right, they haven't got loads of end product today without a striker, but the way they move the ball is fantastic. They're probably lacking a striker. And Tottenham look very good on the break. Their best player is not playing, and it's not affecting them. And who else? Liverpool, they battered Norwich yesterday. They could have won 5 or 6-0, and half their team was on the bench. But then I watch Arsenal, and I don't even understand what I'm watching. Ryan said it's all about organisational culture. Do you know, I actually cannot wait for the show tomorrow, because the things that I've read today, it's almost, you know what I mean? I need to talk about it. Rumours coming out that the players don't understand his tactics, that he's overcoaching them, that he's interrupting training every minute to give more instructions. The players are not enjoying the intensity of the training sessions. He's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong. I say this all the time, right? It is down to a manager to set up a system that works for his players. The only way you can implement your style properly is if you sell the players and bring in the players that you want, like Pep did. Pep came in first year. He had Sanya, Zabaleta, Clichy, and who was it? Kolarov at fullback. He gave them 1 year and he said, that is it. They're not the fullbacks that I want to implement my style and philosophy. Got rid of all of them, got Kyle Walker, got Mendy, and said, right, there we go. Now, we don't have Manchester City's wealth, so we can't do that. So if you can't get rid of those players, and these players can't adjust to your style, you got to find a different way of playing that works for them. He's going to fall on his own sword, Arteta. It's like, no, I don't care what anyone says. I've got to play Pep Guardiola football. That's going to cost you your job. How many times have we seen Leno play the ball out and the guy gets caught on the ball? How many times have we seen Granit Xhaka come short for the ball, have a touch, stand there for 2 seconds and get caught on the ball? We can't play out from the back. We're not good enough. You know? Chris, I agree. A new manager will elevate us more than any player under Arteta. Unai Emery had a worse squad than this. Unai Emery had a worse squad than this. Now, Unai Emery in the second season failed dramatically. And at the back end of the first season, we should have got top 4. Never mind the Europa League final. We should have got top 4. But one thing I will say, I was a season ticket holder that season. I enjoyed that season. Aubameyang won the Golden Boot. He couldn't stop scoring. Lacazette won Player of the Season. He scored big goals that season. His hold-up play, and he scored important goals. He got Alex Iwobi sold for £35 million. That's how good our attack was. People were comparing Torreira to Kante, even though I think that was over the top. We were thriving under Unai Emery in the first season with poor recruitment. This guy bought Socrates, Lichtsteiner. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like they gave him big boy players that first year. How come this guy cannot get anything out of this team, Mikel Arteta? To me, the longer we hang on to Arteta as manager, the more damage that is going to be done. I genuinely think, even though a lot of people, including myself, have been saying Arteta needs to go for a long time, I think now is the beginning of the end of Mikel Arteta. Even last season when we were 15th, when we got knocked out of the Europa League, I never felt like there was any energy coming from the club that, do you know what? This manager's job's on the line. I never felt that. I genuinely think now is the beginning of the end of Arteta. That's just my opinion. From things I'm hearing, from stuff that's being said, I honestly think that. Camille said, do you think that All or Nothing can get Oscars in comedy or drama? Mate, it's going to be comedy. It will be dramatic. It could be a horror show as well. Give it Oscars, man. He wants Ramsdale. I mean, I prefer not to speak. Rube said, Big C, we deserve everything that's happening to us. We fired Emery, a 4 times UEFA champion, for Arteta. Didn't replace him properly. We needed a bigger, better manager than Emery, not a novice, you know. He should have gone after Villarreal 100%. 100%. I wanted him gone in November. They stuck with him. Okay, let's see if we can win the Europa League. After Villarreal, it should have been a write-off. Done. Absolutely done and dusted. I'm looking at Nuno and I'm going, this Tottenham team don't look bad. If he keeps Kane, or if they, you know, they look dangerous. What do we don't even look dangerous against Brentford. Future Shock said class manager and class guy. Kishen said, let's be real, Curtis. This team is 50% good ability and 50% dreadful. The biggest problem is that the players with ability are still not good enough. This is peak. You make a good point. I still believe that, and I've said this many times, right? I still believe there is a group of probably 7 in the Arsenal team that you can work with. That can be your core group. Even though I'm not a big fan of Leno, I would say Leno, Tierney, Gabriel and Ben White. We haven't got a good enough right back. So there's 4 if you include the keeper. You go into midfield, Thomas Partey, that's 5. I think Sambi's good. Still need to see more of him, but looks good. That's 6. Smith Rowe 7. Saka 8. Pepe 9. Aubameyang 10. Some of them guys are out of form, and you can't probably fit all of them in the team at the same time. But you've definitely got an 8 or 9 there that you can say, but you need to sort out the right back. Go and get Max Aarons. Max Aarons looked quality against Mane yesterday. Go and get a centre midfielder, a Basuma or an Awar, somebody else. Go and get that number 10. Smith Rowe is not going to be that creative force all season. Go and get the backup keeper. And we've got half a chance. I'm not saying we'll get top 4, but, maybe we have a decent season and we build on that next season. But they keep taking shortcuts, trying to buy the cheap option. And this is where they fall short, man. And that's what worries me again. Temp said, Curtis, praying the Conte link is real. They've linked us with Sterling before, That's the problem. You don't know what you can believe, man. All or nothing will be a horror. I prefer not to speak Jose special, Curtis. Spurs director of football is on the bench with the team discussing the weakness, unlike Edu. Edu was at the game yesterday, on Friday, and that would have, if that didn't make him think, listen, I got to go and negotiate some transfers, then nothing will. Big up SB, thank you for your support with the super chat, bro. Said, Curtis, did you know that Fred Beardsley, one of Arsenal's founders, was from Notts? And Arsenal based their colours on Nottingham Forest. Wow, I never knew that. I'll have to check into that. I knew there was a Forest Arsenal link. You know what I mean? I'm a Notts boy myself and an Arsenal fan. So, yeah, I'll have to look into that. Big up SB. Colby said, I have zero confidence in the first 10 fixtures. Who can blame you, man? Infamous mob should have never got Arteta in the first place. Emery exposed him in 2 legs, 100%. Didn't have an answer. Went there, tried to be clever. Played Smith Rowe up front, got exposed in the away leg, had no answer. Couldn't even score a goal, Sums him up Friday, had no answer as well. Camille, big up with the super chat, bro, said, I think Arteta actually wants good players and the culture is wrong. But you don't try to improve them. He takes war with the players. Do or die. Ozil, Saliba and Guendouzi. Listen, Camille, I said this many times. There is nothing wrong with Mikel Arteta's dream philosophy. I have no problem with a manager wanting to play Pep Guardiola football. We love Pep Guardiola football. It's entertaining. You keep the ball. You bop teams off the pitch. That's fine. But you have to have some serious ballers to play that football. You can't play that with Granit Xhaka, El Neni, and Nketiah, Pablo Mari, Rob Holding. You can't play Man City football with those players. You've got to find a different way. Now, I'm going to talk about this in more detail tomorrow. But Arsenal won the FA Cup playing 3-4-3 with wing-backs, 3 centre-backs. It gave us a more solid defence and we were springing teams on the counter-attack. I think he's going to have to look at changing his system. 4-2-3-1 is not working. It is not working, unfortunately. So he's going to have to find another way. Otherwise, we're just going to suffer at continuing to play the same way. Big up Big C, 3 games, 3 defeats will definitely put us on relegation form. We just got to hope we can pull something out, but can they? That guy D said, yeah, that's true about the Notts colours. Interesting. I've never even read about that. Big up Zenith with a super chat, much appreciated. We need our next to Partey who can create from deep. And Maddison or Odegaard, currently, I can't see us winning a single game or scoring a single goal. Surely it can't be that bad. We must get a goal, but I hear you. You can't see where the win is going to come from. I just don't want to sit here in 2 weeks' time, international break, and Chelsea and Man City have slapped us and we're bottom of the league with 3 defeats. I think the club would have to act straight away and probably move him on, even that early. DJ Ash B, big up Curtis, mate. Still not over Friday. The worst thing about playing on a Friday and seeing everyone else play well. Do you know what? When I saw that fixture, Arsenal against Brentford, I thought, right, Friday night. I didn't realise it was Friday the 13th at the time. And I thought, do you know what? I'll take that. We'll beat Brentford. We'll be top of the league. We can then relax and then watch everyone else. But it went the other way. We lost. We played terrible. We were bottom of the league until Leeds got battered and their goal difference was even worse. And then the whole weekend has been spent watching everyone else play well. Tim Mack said, big up Big C, we're effed, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Sid said, why is our team complaining over training? They don't like this guy, I'm telling you. They don't want to play for him. Imagine you're in your job, and we all believe we're competent at our job, whatever we do. We all have the belief that we can do our job well. And you imagine somebody gets that job with no experience. Some of these players have had bigger careers than Mikel Arteta as a player. So it's not like he's got that mad respect as a player, whereas Zidane or a Pep would have. And also as a manager, he's never managed. So when you're winning FA Cups, when you're winning games of football, when you're scoring goals, everything's rosy in the garden. No one ain't going to care that you ain't managed before. Aubameyang ain't going to have a problem when you're lifting FA Cups, Community Shields, you're winning games. But when things start to go wrong, as they are going wrong, people are going to say, hang on a minute. You are not a manager in the sense you've never managed. You're learning the game yourself. Now the players are saying you're overcoaching. You're stopping training every minute. I can tell you now. And I reckon 90% of you in the chat will have played football before at some sort of level, whether you've played in a kickabout with your friends, whether you've played semi-pro, professional, whatever level you've played at. When you go training and you have a game in training, there is nothing worse than a busy coach who stops the session every 2 minutes. There's nothing worse. I know myself. I've been there time and time again. Stop. No. Go back again. Go back where you were. You go back where you were. Now, what should you have done there? I should have done this. Right, let's do that again. No, stop again. Nobody wants to do that. We've all been in that position. You think, brother, I come here to play football. Let me enjoy the game. Let me enjoy myself. I don't want to hear your voice every minute. He's over-coaching, in my opinion. As Daniel said, football should be fun. We don't want to hear your mouth all day, Mikel. Let us play. Let this team enjoy themselves. Second half's underway, people. And that's what I believe is happening. And your Aubameyangs and that, they don't want that. They don't want to hear this guy talking all day. Let us play the game. And I honestly believe, and I say this I say this respectfully, people, because I have to understand the fact that a lot of people still like Arteta, but I do believe a lot of people are turning on him. I believe it's the beginning of the end of Arteta. I honestly do. I think he's losing the dressing room. There are even fans that were backing him now saying, I'm not sure. MO7 said, Big C, I quit football due to my coach. It happens. It happens, bro. When they take the fun out of it, you don't want to be there. This ain't your job. You're there to enjoy yourself. Football is fun. Arteta is too arrogant to be a football manager. Possibly. His man management's been terrible. Arteta never broke Tuchel. Stay at the bottom. Remember they said, he broke Klopp. He broke Tuchel, you know. Just in case, said, you're right, Curtis. Curtis is right. You know, let the training flow, says Caps. I'll break for a second. Tottenham are on the break. They could be in here. Shot. Oh, cleared. Son was in for a tap in there. It was cleared. And the ball goes out for a goal kick to Manchester City. No one don't want no busy coach. Let the game flow. Sean said, Sunday League, it was always the manager's son who got it in my experience. You know them ones, the manager's son links, man. Ryan said, 100% spot on, Curtis. I used to hate that. Just let the game flow, coach. Stop talking. Stop interrupting. Let's play. That's all we want to do. Should get Conte. We all want Conte, man. Oh, the Gooner said, I'm going to stick my neck out and say we might get a result against Chelsea. Laurie Settings. I had to cut him off the stream for that. He had to go in timeout for 10 seconds. I couldn't hear that after we just lost. Rocket League Kid said, how many pro-licensed coaches in this group? Let's get talking, man. Any coaches in here? Here come Manchester City on the counter-attack. Good tackle by Skip. He does well there. Takes the ball off Gundogan. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Wazza 271, big up with the support and super chat, bro, said, you must have seen the Arsenal training clip. Aubameyang and Lacazette walk out while everyone else is already there. Then no more shots of them. I mean, and that video came out the day before the game. Now, I don't know whether that was recorded the day before the game, but that didn't look like two guys who were sick to me, you know. And if they had some sort of sickness bug, you would have thought other people may have caught it. Wow, Dele Alli just got nutmegged by Gundogan there. Mahrez finds Sterling. Grealish on the overlap. Sterling lays it off. Gundogan. Great block, Davinson Sanchez. It's close. It's getting there. Yeah, and then like you said, no more shots. Like I said yesterday, I think there's more to it. I don't believe it's just a sickness bug. I think there's been a fallout. Camille said this girl used to be the secretary here vibes. Yeah, you know them ones. Now you're the manager. And now, you know what I mean? You're trying to boss everyone around. Footy Chat said, Curtis, I used to have a coach that would just let us do what we want while he was on the phone chatting to the ladies. Now, listen, don't get me wrong, Footy Chats. There has to be some balance. You don't want that coach that don't even watch. And you guys are making up the rules on the pitch. I need him to be involved. So we need the balance. We don't want the guy on the phone speaking to the gal then, but we don't want the guy, Sterling, poor shot. We don't want the guy that's over-coaching doing up Arteta settings, you know. So we need balance at the same time. Maybe the players need the coaching, but you got to coach them in the right way. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not responding to the way he's treating them. We know that man management is vital in football, in work, in anything. You've got to know how to handle people. It's not just about coaching. It's about how to handle people, you know? Laurie is employed by Kevin Campbell's law firm. Kevin needs to set up the law firm, man, I'm telling you. Sid said, I tweeted your comment on it's been long coming. Aubameyang and Lacazette were tolerating these men are big players. I'm telling you, they're not having this guy. They're not having him. I believe they're revolting against the manager now and saying, listen, we don't want to play for this guy. Here come Tottenham. Son on this right-hand side. There's got to be a goal in this, surely. Just need that first goal to open the game up. Spurs actually playing well. Sad to say, yeah, they look decent on the counter-attack. Big up Omar, man. Back again. Big up Curtis. Bro, we had man impersonating you earlier. There were 2 Omars in the chat. Greeny man said, in my eyes, you lose, you get a double session. Yeah, no problem with that. I had that many times, you know. I remember losing games before on a Saturday night. We've had a night out booked. Say, like the lads have said, listen, we'll go out, book a night out, lads' night out. We've lost a game on a Saturday. Manager said, listen, Sunday morning, you're training 9 o'clock. You're doing a running session. Your night out's off because you can't get back from there for 9 o'clock in the morning. It's mad. That's how football is. I got no problem with that. But don't overcoach them. Respect the fact that you've got professionals that have been in the game for 5-10 years. They don't need overcoaching. They need a system that sets them up to go and play. Nuno's been the Tottenham manager how long? 6 weeks? 8 weeks? This Tottenham team looks well drilled. They look like they know what they're doing. Come on, man. This guy's been the manager nearly 2 years. Arteta is not that guy. Trust me. I think we can all see that. We can all see that. Omar, you're famous, man. They're impersonating you, man. There was another one in it earlier on. There's only one Omar. Come on, man. Shot by Fernandinho. I'm telling you, City, mate. Get your receipt out and take Jack Grealish back. And listen, I don't want anybody to think I'm dissing Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is a fantastic footballer. They needed a striker before they signed Grealish. Grealish is playing in the 10, but he's drifting to the left. Every time they get the ball on the left, Sterling and Grealish are out there. Listen, big up Man City. They're a great team, but they needed a striker. They should have bought Harry Kane first. Don't get me wrong. If they end up with Kane and Grealish, then take it all back. You know, do whatever you want. You can buy them both. I'm sure they are suspended for 2 games. Who, Aubameyang and Lacazette? I didn't think they was. I haven't heard anything about that. If they are, then fair enough. I haven't heard anything about that. Arteta's selection of players is a group of yes men, no flair. It's if you listen to everything he says, he'll love you. If you've got any kind of rebellion in you, he's not on it. Crossed in by Son. Bergwijn at the back post. Here's Reguilon. This game's there to be won, man. I'm telling you. Cross to the back post. Tanganga whips it in. Header. Lucas Moura takes it off Dele Alli's head. I think Dele Alli was better placed and Moura flicks it out. Goes out for a throw-in. Lloydish said, hi, Curtis, can you explain where Kane is? I missed the news where he's not in the squad. Tottenham have obviously said he's only trained for a few days. He's not fit enough to play. Obviously, a lot of people are saying he's on his way to City, but we don't know. We'll have to see, I suppose. They ain't suspended. Yeah, I didn't think they were. KDB will change the game. He's on the bench. He only rejoined training this week. Brandon said, Big C, so clear to see Spurs' style of play, something we battled to see in Arsenal under Arteta. And look how long he's been in charge. It shouldn't have taken him that long. Omar said both teams are missing a striker. They are. They definitely are. They're both missing the same striker. That's the problem for them. Low budget TV, Aubameyang and Lacazette fell out with Arteta. They were messing around a bit too much and Arteta snapped. The boys then walked off whilst Arteta was calling them back. This brother's got the whole story, you know. You got some inside info. It sounds very believable. Here's Jack Grealish. He's had a tough game so far. They've doubled up on him the whole game. And even here, look, getting overrun. Mendy, crossing position, whips it in. City haven't got the height. They haven't got the striker to win those headers. Sanchez and Dyer winning every header. And they can break Tottenham, and City could be in trouble again. Bergwijn puts it out wide to Son. Nathan Ake goes across. Getting players back quickly, Man City. Son, one step over onto his left foot. Son shoots, he scored! Oh my days! Manchester City have conceded. The goal has been coming. Oh, Tottenham lead. Fair play, man. They deserve it. City, man, that is poor. Seemed to go through the defender's leg. And Heung-min Son gives Tottenham the lead. It's probably been their best player going forward. You see the difference in an organised manager. How come Spurs have a style of play after 6 weeks? Painful to watch. Great finish. I still think the goalkeeper should do better. Does Nathan Ake there. Step over. It comes from their own corner. Lucas Moura flicks it round the corner to Bergwijn. Drives into the City half, gets it out wide to Son. Nathan Ake goes across, corner of the penalty area, one step over, cuts inside, left foot in the far corner. I don't know what Edison is doing. Looks like Ruben Diaz goes to block it. He misses the ball and it kind of puts Edison off. I think that is poor from Edison. I think that's a goalkeeping mistake. He should just continue moving. He clearly thinks Ruben Diaz is going to block it. And Spurs lead Manchester City, people. Son is unreal. Do you know what? Son's one of these players. I'm shocked that a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, a Barcelona have not gone for him. I think he's fantastic. Fraudiola. False nine business ain't going to work all season. Sterling into the penalty area. Gets tackled. Told man, that's why I didn't tip City for the league. Sign Harry Kane, you win the title. Don't sign Harry Kane, mate. You ain't winning it. You ain't winning it this year with a false nine. Lukaku and them, man, are going to bully people, you know. 1-0, Heung-min Son. Baller still. Rate him highly. It makes the game lively, that's for sure. Surely now you've got to see the likes of Kevin De Bruyne come on. Look at City getting done on the counter-attack. Fernandinho, look at him. He's got a caravan on his back, mate. He can't keep up. Can't keep up. Bergwijn jogging away from him. Son's out there. Go out and support him, Mendy, man. That's poor. That's a mistake from Edison for me. This just tops off the weekend in bad style for Arsenal fans, don't it? This is going to top the weekend off, I'm telling you. City losing opening day. Harsha said, I don't want Arteta anywhere close to our team, but what about the players? They seem like they won't be able to take Bielsa's murder ball kind of... I don't think Bielsa is the answer. Nuno got a style and system after 6 weeks. Arteta is in his 3rd season and has no philosophy. This is painful, people. It needs to be an Arsenal fan right now. Son for me is just ridiculous. Honestly, I think he's outstanding. Corner to Man City. They got no one to head the ball. Who's going to head that? They look a mess. If you're Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, you're looking at this thinking, yo, if they do not buy a striker, they are in trouble in terms of title winners. Yeah, they keep the ball probably better than any team in the league. They've had flashes of absolute brilliance. They'll still probably smash Arsenal. They'll find a way to score against us, but they do not look good. Corner to City. What are you saying, people? What are you saying? Chelsea winning the league, said MO7. Aubameyang and Lacazette are better footballers than Arteta. Why would they listen to Arteta's instructions? I mean, listen, if he was performing great as a coach, I'm sure they would listen to him, but he's not. Regardless of his football career, we're looking at him as a coach. Ball whipped in, headed back in by Sterling. Ake with the header. Lloris punches it away. Davinson Sanchez clears it. Rohan said, but Nuno got a pre-season. Oh, wait, look at this again. Tottenham on the counter-attack. Every single time City attack, Lucas Moura. Look, they're in. He's one-on-one. Bergwijn. Oh, he's put it side netting. Oh, my days. Deluded Guna puts it wide. Wow, DG, you got to slot that, my man. You got to slot that. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. City are getting hammered on the counter-attack. They're just pushing so many players. And here's Jack Grealish. He has done nothing in this game, honestly. Absolutely nothing. Wow, what a game. What a game. It's like a basketball game. City do this every single year. They dominate, they can't score, and they get done on the counter-attack. Look at them again. Reguilon finds Bergwijn. Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, and Son are ripping this City team apart. Nuno, mate, looks like a proper coach so far. DG, you got to finish that, bro. You got to finish that. Big up my boy Deluded every time. Manchester City. Yo, man, where's that receipt, man? You need the striker. You can't win a league with no striker. Even last year, I know they played false nine a lot, but Aguero was there when necessary. He was still there. And the Premier League was weak last year, let's be honest. This season, the Prem looks solid. You ain't winning the title with no striker. They're getting rinsed. Lucas Moura, Bergwijn, and Son. The Premier League is about speed. The best teams have speed. Arsenal don't use their speed. This is what I want Arsenal. Hit teams on the break. When we won the FA Cup, Chelsea in the final, counter-attack. Man City semi-final, counter-attack. Aubameyang getting in behind. We have to go back to counter-attacking football, I'm telling you. Camille said Tottenham pulled Tuchel tactics on Man City. City are beatable if you can defend solid enough and frustrate them, stop them from scoring. Grealish has had a stinker. He's had a stinker even there. Listen, he's going to be under pressure. It's all nice at 100 million and you've got the nice, you got the nice headband. You look the part, mate, as a baller. The low socks. You're in the pressure cooker now, bro. This ain't Aston Villa. Look at this. Dele Alli bullies Mahrez off the ball. They're getting done on the counter again. City are getting bullied. Look, they could be in. Oh my days. They were nearly in again. He picked the wrong pass. Ederson, well, it was the right pass, but he should have played it into his feet. Crazy, this game. Glad we didn't go in for Grealish. I mean, 100 million was overpriced anyway. He's a baller, don't get me wrong, but you got to perform. Low Budget TV said City losing will trigger them to buy Kane. Possibly. You would think so. Gundogan hits the bylines, corner to Man City. Game's opening up now. It's his first game now. Come on. Listen, I'm not doing him dirty. He's a quality player. But what I'm saying is, I don't think they desperately needed him. I think that money should have gone towards a striker. And then if you got a whole heap of money left, go and buy him if you want him, which they obviously did. They should have bought Kane first. They need the striker way more. You've seen it today. They could have scored 2 or 3 goals today. But look at City putting high crosses in. They've got no one to head them. Corner to City. Be Nice and Humble said, the moment I log in your stream, Spurs score coincidence. Oh, man. I try and be neutral, but I actually put my hands on my head when Tottenham scored because I was like, man, Spurs are beating City. They're going to run away with this result. Corner to City. Mahrez to take it. In swinger. Poor corner. Poor. They're getting bullied. Sterling. What's that? Goal kick. It's not happening for City, man. Pep won't let Dele in the house. When he going out with Pep's daughter. I don't know if he still is or not, but he was. Over 1,000 of you in here tuning in for this game. Thank you very much for the support. Big up to all of you. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to download the One Football app as well. Link is in the description below, people. And, completely free app. All the latest transfer news. So go and download that. And 1-0 to Tottenham. 26 minutes to go. Daniel Levy on the screen right now. What is he thinking? A lot of people, he might actually be sitting there thinking, do you know what? With this manager, with the team playing like that, he might think he doesn't want to sell Kane at any price. Temp said, Grealish is a good player, but not 100 million. Definitely overpriced at 100 million. This guy said he loves Sonny. Sonny's a baller, man. Who can deny it? The guy's a baller. Always rated him. Pep needs Arteta. Take him. I'm telling you. Have him back. Wayne's World said, Liverpool, let's do this. Like I said, I've put money on Liverpool to win the title. Canaris Gunners, big up with the super chat, said Man City using Arteta's tactics. Innit? We thought he was using Pep's tactics. They're copying Arsenal. And it ain't working, that's for certain. JM said, I will choose Spurs over us now. I mean, do they still want him? I know they were being linked with him at one stage. Do Arsenal even want him? That's the crazy thing. We're linked with him, but we're not making any significant moves for him. Riley said, I'm happy Liverpool won yesterday because I support. I can understand that, Riley. They looked good yesterday as well. Son could get in any top club. Why sign a new contract? Listen, sometimes in life you got to stay somewhere when you're happy. Grealish just got yapped by Lucas Moura. They've given Jack Grealish a tough debut, man. But yeah, like I said, on the outside, a lot of people will say that Son should have left. But number one, what big club is in for him? We don't know. And he's happy. Some players they don't have to chase after trophies. He's just thinking, I'm happy. I'm on big wages. He's one of the stars of the club, and he stays there. Is what it is. We can't question why. If Lukaku is 100 million euros, then Benzema is 300 million, said Van der Vaart. Benzema's a better footballer than Lukaku, but Lukaku's been banging goals in. He's been getting big numbers, in Italy. So, but yeah, I think Benzema's a better footballer than Lukaku, but he's older. So Lukaku would cost more. If they can win without Kane, do they need him? 150 million, they could easily get a new striker, but what striker? Haaland ain't going nowhere this summer because the numbers are wild. With the agent fees, you're looking at 200 million to get him. 150 million for a transfer. His dad wants 20 and the agent wants 30. So you've got to spend 200 million to buy Haaland. Next summer, he'll cost 75, but every club's going to go for him. So you've just got to hope he chooses your club, which is going to be tough because everyone will go for him. There aren't many good strikers out there that are in their 20s, So I think Kane wins them the title and possibly the Champions League. Latoro and Basuma, they would be great signings. Benzema is world class, better than Kane. 10 years at Real Madrid as their striker, mate. It can't be questioned. The guy is an elite striker. Paul said the protest. Curtis, how about doing a protest outside the US Embassy in London against our owners? I think that would get traction. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Would that get more traction than the Emirates? That's the question. I like the idea, though. Third Eye Open said, I don't like the way Man City play. Reminds me of when Arsenal used to overplay back in the Wenger days. Don't want to shoot, do they? Outside the box, still looking for the perfect pass. You know, this is why I tip Liverpool. Honestly, this is why I tip Liverpool, because I just think their aggression this year, although, listen, I think Chelsea as well, and I think Man United as well, to be honest. They'll all be in the title race. Gabriel Jesus coming on. So they will have a striker. It's funny, Jesus for me looks like a top striker for Brazil. For Man City, he looks very lightweight. Never really been convinced about Gabriel Jesus in the Prem. Are you going to the game on Sunday? I'm not sure yet. You know, I've got a ticket available. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not sure. If there's no Aubameyang, no Lacazette, and Lukaku's playing, am I really going to spend my Sunday afternoon and my time and money going to watch that? I'll just stay and do a watch-along. Fraudiola is going to ask Daddy Sheik for another 150 million, sign a striker. Gundogan with a free kick, lays it off to Cancelo, whips it in. Oh, my days. I thought that was in. Ferran Torres puts it wide. Well worked free kick there, man. Laid it off, whipped it in. BCM Fall said, hey, Curtis, I'm in American sports, the agent gets a percentage of the player's contract. Yeah. Happens occasionally in England. I don't agree with it personally, but it does happen. Melbourne said, Curtis, what do you think of Gaultier? Won Liga with Lille. Did he not move? Didn't he go to Nice or somewhere else? I'm sure he left. Raheem Sterling comes off. He's had a quiet game today, man. They've been poor. They've got no focal point, man. They need a striker. Jesus up top. Jack Grealish on the left now by the look of it. That was close. When does the cap on agents' fees come into effect? I don't believe it's in effect at the moment. I think you can ask for whatever you like. Yeah, people are going mad because apparently Edu's put barbecue pictures up again. That man don't care, you know. That man does not care. If he's enjoying himself, apparently, man, this guy is barbecuing sausages in his garden. Do you know what I mean? Edu don't care. You have to laugh. What else am I supposed to do at this point? He's trolling us. He's trolling. We need a right back, a centre mid, probably a striker, and a number 10. And this brother's having barbecues. Just keep your pictures off social media, Edu, man. He don't get this game, does he? Lee said, hey, Big C, any Arsenal therapy later? It'll be tomorrow, I think, Lee. We could easily do a show today, I got to be honest, but I think it will be tomorrow, 2 p.m. We got a lot to talk about. Shameful behaviour from Edu. Just doesn't know how to manage this fan base, does it? You know? 500 likes needed, people. Yeah, man, come on, people. Smash them likes up. Can we even hit 1,000? You know? Can we hit 1,000? We've been hitting that on a regular basis. You guys have been doing some great. It helps the channel. Helps the channel massively, people. YouTube will promote the videos more with more likes and stuff. That's how it works. What have we got left? 19 minutes to go. Edu's having a barbecue. He don't care. Here come Tottenham again. Dele Alli's been decent today. You know, after about a year of just being out of football, it seems, under Mourinho, Nuno's got him back in, and he'll be hoping to have a good season. Why can't Edu sort out our transfer business? Bro, he's got barbecues to arrange, man. He ain't got time to sign players. Do you know what I mean? Gaultier went to Nice. Nice spanked Lille 4-0 at Lille. Wow. I thought he'd left as well. Fantasy football stream. Yeah, do you know what? We've got the fantasy. I messed up yesterday. I had a bad weekend in the fantasy league. I told you. This Premier League fantasy league, I've never done this one. So I don't know how it works. LG, don't worry. I'm not ignoring you, man. I see you. I didn't know about all this triple captain business, man. I've got Salah in my team. Salah scored, got a couple of assists, and I didn't triple captain him. So I didn't get the points I should have got. So I messed up a little bit there, man. I could have had a good weekend, man. I don't really know how that all works. I need to look into it a bit more. I am King says, oh, no, LG, I've done you dirty. Let me go back. Curtis ignoring me again. Curtis, you got to go easy on Grealish. He's playing centre mid. He didn't play there for Villa. Shoehorning him into the team. It's a free kick to Tottenham, crossing position in the corner flag. I am King said, look at Spurs. That's what a real manager can do. You're telling no lies, bro. Nuno's a good manager. Did well at Wolves. And already he's got this Tottenham team organised. It pains me to say it. 6 weeks in the job and they look like they've got a system. Free kick. Son to whip it in. Falls down. Lucas Moura shot blocked. Blocked by his own player. Still wins the ball back. Man City are being outran. They can't deal with the pace in this Tottenham team on the counter-attack. City have got the ball back. And Jesus has come on. But Jesus, man, lightweight in the Premier League. South Africa Guna said, hey, Big C, do you think we should have kept Willock? No. I do rate him as a player, and I do think he should have been given an opportunity. The problem we've got, we're desperate for money, and we can't sell players. So when you got 25 million, oh, Grealish left foot shot straight at the keeper. When you've got a £25 million offer plus add-ons on the table, then it's difficult to reject that. I feel sorry for Joe because probably should have got an opportunity, but we need the money, man. KS said, Curtis, don't use the triple captain now. You have to wait for weeks when teams play twice. Also, does the triple captain work for the whole week? I might have to do a fantasy stream, because I don't even know about them things. Big up KS. Ball over the top, looking for Son. Can't quite reach it, and Edison collects. De Bruyne is still not on. He's still not on. He's clearly not fully fit. You look at the stats. Man City have had 2 shots on target. Jack Grealish is, like you're saying, he's almost playing like a centre mid. Curtis, do you think Odegaard is the answer? No, I don't. I honestly don't. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's the answer. I don't think he makes us that much better. Desi Blue said only 1 triple captain a season. Can't use it every week. Yo, there's me. I would have used triple captain week 1 and that's it. That's mad. I thought you could use it every week. Big up, man. I appreciate the advice, people. This fantasy league, I don't know too much about it. You only get to use triple captain once. Wait till a double game week. Okay. Catch that on that week when they are playing against 2 teams they're going to hammer as well. Desperate for money with no FFP and an owner who is worth nearly 10 billion. And I think his wife's worth nearly 10 billion as well. Says a lot about the owner, man. Says a lot. You can spend whatever you want this summer. No rules. And we're out here looking for Aaron Ramsdale, man. Make it make sense, people. Lucas Moore has been excellent. Him, Bergwijn, Son, they've ripped City apart on the counter-attack. Big up Anthony Williams. He said, Arteta has made us believe our players are worse than they actually are. Trust me, a manager like Conte would get our players looking decent. Whilst I believe we do have a lot of players that are poor, I hear what you're saying. A better manager gets a lot more out of these guys, Gets a lot more. Odegaard will take time, but we need instant improvement. I hear you on that. Bergwijn comes off for... Who is that coming on? It is Lo Celso. Gorav said, you're a beginner in FPL if you don't have Salah and Bruno. Bro, I ain't got no Bruno in my team. So I'm saying I'm moving like a novice. I got it all wrong. Sophie from Highbury Squad was fuming towards Kevin yesterday. I'll have to try and catch up on that. Big up to Sophie and Kev. You lot disrespected Emery, man. It's gone downhill since. Curtis, what's the code for the FPL? I'll put it in there quick, even though you'll be a week behind, but I'm sure you can catch up if you get a good team out. Let me have a look. Apologies, I'll put the code in. So the code is WFT6. There you go, Sidon. Legend, mate. Save me typing it. There's the code. Anybody who still wants to join, there's the code for the Fantasy League. Get yourself in there if you're not already. Bit of fun. Prize for the winner at the end of the season. And, yeah, a bit of fun on the channel. What's the difference between Arsenal and a pancake maker? Nothing. They're both tossers. Oh, my days. Yo, low budget TV coming in with them low budget jokes, but I'm all for it, especially on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need a 3-week head start. But yo, listen, even in the Euros Fantasy League, I finished like 250 out of 350. Embarrassed myself, man. It was poor. You know? Arteta needs the code for real. Just go on Premier League Fantasy League and then type in the code that we just put in there. There's the code again. Go on the Fantasy League, Premier League Fantasy League, download it, join, put the code in, join the Curtis Shaw TV League. Whoever wins at the end of the season, you'll get a prize. You know the drill, people. Kevin De Bruyne is on for Riyad Mahrez. And Zinchenko is coming on as well. 12 minutes to go. Clearly, De Bruyne is not fully fit. Mendy comes off. Amazon rename Arsenal documentary Barbecue or Nothing. Barbecue or Nothing, you know, I'm telling you. Season 2, episode 2, Edu throws another barbecue. Only Arsenal, eh? That I am actually looking forward to that documentary because that is gonna be epic. That's probably all we got to look forward to at the moment, as Arsenal fans. What's the difference between Mickey? Look, you man throwing jokes in here. Oh, shot wide by Son, and he gets a corner. Vacation or nothing, I'm telling you. Ribs on the Barbie. LG said, Curtis, I heard Aubameyang and Lacazette fell out with Arteta after training. The cones weren't set out straight. The cone man, he needs them cones in a straight line, I'm telling you. Miamino said, Curtis, why are fans pretending like Aubameyang is not the same player as the others? No one is scoring enough in this system. Bigging up Lacazette. Why? Because he has the hold-up play and Aubameyang doesn't. Listen, no one's thriving in this. I think people just got to the point where we're so bad in attack that Lacazette gets praised just for working hard and holding the ball up. Where in reality, he's still not doing anything special. You know, he's just maybe working a bit harder than Aubameyang. Offside there, free kick to City in their own penalty area. 11 minutes to go. City are struggling here, man. Jet ski or nothing. Spud's looking decent under Nuno, not going to lie. Yeah, we can't lie, man. The truth will set you free, as they say. And 6 weeks this guy's been the manager. And I see organisation, a system, a style, an understanding of the way they're going to play. I've been watching this manager in his 3rd season now, and I still don't know what Arsenal's system is. Ball whipped in by Zinchenko, cleared by Dyer, corner to Manchester City. Hopefully the All or Nothing documentary ends with Arteta's dismissal. Listen, I don't even want him to finish that documentary. He needs to be gone by episode 2 or 3. Christmas. You know what I mean? Before Christmas. You know? All or Nothing, episode 1. Arteta setting out the cones. Spurs squad is thin. Yeah, it is. But then with that Conference League, they won't have to play a strong squad. Oh, my. No, City are all over the place. They pinged the corner to the edge of the box. Cancelo's ran onto it and headed the ball. He's trying to score a header from the edge of the box. I've seen it all, mate. This is when Pep, for some reason, can't get nothing out of this team sometimes. It's weird how at times he struggles. Camille said, what did he say? FPL Curtis Teta settings in full effect, bro. I'm moving like Arteta in that league. I'm telling you, I don't even know the rules. That's how bad it is. But big up for the super chat. Cigar or nothing. Spanish David Moyes. I mean, Moyes is winning games at the moment, man. I'm 130th in your league with 81 points, bro. I think I got like 50 points. Doesn't work for me, said Rishan. Is it because the games are currently playing? I don't know. That's definitely the code, though. So I'm not sure why that's the case. I'm sure that was definitely the right code. WFT6MD. That's definitely the code. So if that's the case, I just joined. The code is working. Yeah, there you go. How can I join the Fantasy League? Yeah, there you go, people. There's the code. Like I said, go on the Premier League Fantasy League on the app and type the code in, join the league, prize for the winner at the end of the season. Yeah, big up Sidon. It was definitely the correct code, definitely. Thank you. Yes, big up people. Bit of fun on the channel, you know. Tanganga comes off. He's been rock solid, man. And Doherty comes on. I remember Doherty, the Arsenal fan, not very good either. It'll take a couple of minutes to show up. LG said, I couldn't join when I tried. It's all right, though. I don't like the Premier League one. Bruv, honestly, I got to be honest, and I don't like the Sun newspaper, but I like the Sun Dream Team better. It's way more simple. But this Premier League one just, there's all sorts going off. But I'll try and adjust to it. Guna Legend said, Spurs fans buzzing. Why are we let down so bad? I'm telling you now, we are a experiment. We're a social experiment. How much pressure and stress can Arsenal fans take? I'm telling you, man, we're like no other football club. I've never seen anything like it. Grealish will struggle because he's used to dominating the ball. Exactly. Gets a lot of the ball on that left-hand side. He kind of shoehorned him in to that 10 position today, although he is on the left now, running against Doherty. Kevin De Bruyne, edge of the box, shoots, save by Lloris, goes out for a corner. Didn't quite get the power on that to beat Lloris. Was quite a comfortable save in the end, but it is a corner. Camille said, Amazon already asking, can they get 8 seasons with the original cast intact goldmine? They know what time it is, man. They're going to make big money on this Arsenal documentary. Abdullah said, if we can get no owners, can we win the Premier League on world-class players like Pogba and Mbappe on freeze? In our dream world, my friend. I know, obviously, Pogba and Mbappe are in the last year of their contract. But we would have to have an unbelievable owner to even have a chance. We got no chance of getting them, man. Corner to Man City, De Bruyne, terrible corner. They've been awful from set pieces. Look, Spurs hitting them on the attack again. Grealish manages to keep it. Dimitri Yates, Arsenal fans who turned their noses up at Nuno probably wish we had him instead of the muppet we ended up with. Pep Ball is being fined out by teams. Big up Dimitri. I remember when we were linked with Nuno. I think we were linked with him when Emery left. And a lot of the fans were saying no, you know. But he's doing well. But listen, it is one game. I'm sure he'll have a wobble at some stage. But he's a better manager than Arteta. That's for certain. That's for absolute certain. Who wins La Liga, Serie A? La Liga, I would say Atletico or Real. I don't think Barca. And I think Serie A will be Juventus. Inter have lost Lukaku. I don't think they've got enough. I think Juventus will win it back. So I got Atletico or Real Madrid. Poor corner from De Bruyne again. Big up Mob Squad. How are you doing? Curtis Odegaard is one of the players Real is willing to sell to get Mbappe. Personally, yeah, because I'm reading reports that Mbappe may be sold this summer if he doesn't sign a new contract. Listen, PSG are not going to allow Mbappe to walk out on a free. So I can understand these rumours 100 million could get him. It's Kevin De Bruyne, edge of the box. Gets it out wide to Cancelo. Whips it in. It's a poor, poor cross. Straight at the goalkeeper. In fact, it's Ferran Torres. He's been poor today. I know Radu said, Curtis just joined your fantasy league. Looking forward to it. Big up, bro. Rowan said, we've got Nuno. Woof, woof. Yeah, we got our own Nuno Tavares, man. Would you take Rooney as manager? Not a chance. Not a chance. Breaking news, Amazon Prime cancel Arsenal. They would never cancel it, man. Too much money. Is Dele Alli. Tottenham on the break again here. Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura's been fantastic. I've got to be honest. Him and Son and Bergwijn have ripped him. And Dele Alli in the 10 as well. Would you take Cancelo at Arsenal? 100%. Way better than anything we've got a right back. Chrissy said, Curtis, I've got a friend who suffers from depression. Watch your show and he's now feeling better. Big up. Hey, man, things like that, man. That, you know what I mean? If you can help people in any way, they're things that really, you know. So big up to your friend. Hope, you know, they feel happy and safe and appreciate that the show's cheered them up. Happy to help anyway, you know. Chris Fraser said, personally, I'd like to see Atlanta challenge Juve. I think Atlanta are decent, man. They play some quality football. Got a good manager. Mr. Pads, big up, bro, said, Brother Curtis, will be interesting when we lose the first three games and are at the bottom of the table, minus 10 goal difference. I'm going to break here. Grealish in the penalty area. It's a corner. Minus 10 goal difference. Pressure on Arteta would be high. International break, end of this month. Brentford, Chelsea at home, Man City away. If we're sitting here on 3 defeats, I think he has to be sacked. I know people will say it's only 3 games. I would move him on. We can't wait. We can't wait for it to get worse. We haven't got time for that. So it will be interesting. Ball whipped in. City have run out of ideas. Sheridan said top of the league, top scorers as well. Enjoy it. Man United looked quality yesterday. I'm sure Ollie Tax will come in at some stage, but they were very good. I think United need a centre mid. If they can get an upgrade in the middle to replace Fred or McTominay, and I think they're a serious threat. Ake looking like Mustafi. I don't think Ake has done well since he's been at City, really. Hasn't really worked out. Big up Leo Messi, surfing and sneakers. Hope you're well, bro. Big up Curtis. Why not protest outside the grounds and hurt them in the pockets? Get shirts that say trust the protest. Not bad, to be fair. I wouldn't mind that. I think it should be protest season, man. I'm telling you. Vedic said, Curtis, check your DM in Twitter. Yeah, people, make sure if you're on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter. Curtis Shaw 9, number 9 after Curtis Shaw. I'm very active on Twitter, man. I have a lot of outbursts and discussion on it. So follow me on there, people. Yeah, get shirts that say trust the process. MD said Big C saving lives out here, helping lives in any way possible, man. We have to help each other, people. LG said Curtis Shaw for new Arsenal manager. Hey, on Football Manager, maybe. I don't know about real life. Højbjerg comes off for Tottenham. I have to admit, and it pains me to say it, I like that Højbjerg. He's a soldier. He's a proper soldier, man. Like, you need soldiers in your team. Romero comes on, their new £40 million centre-back. Andy Knight said, great show, Curtis. Arsenal will finish 10th at best. I can understand. Riley said, can you please read my comment? There you go, Riley. Big up. Be patient, my friend. David OK said, this year I'm buying a Paris shirt. I don't blame you. Big C, is your fantasy league private? No. Should be there. Grealish having his first scrap. Fernandinho jumping in. I think it's who's jumping in on him? Reguilon, is it? Lo Celso. Son's pulling him away. They're all at it. Davinson Sanchez going mad. I didn't even see what happened. Yellow card for Grealish. He's been awful today. Now, I don't use Facebook, Don't use Facebook. Twitter business, people. Twitter business. David, okay, said, I'm buying an Inter shirt as well. I see that Inter shirt, like the snakeskin thing. So what happened? Grealish just wipes out Lucas Moura and then points at him. He has a bit of a go at him as well. And then Davinson Sanchez, they all jumped in. Look at what you can do v City with a game plan. Let's see how Arsenal do in 2 weeks against City, because they've looked very beatable today. Grealish said, release Kane. Oh, I'm telling you. Big C, is there a link to the Fantasy League? As I said earlier, man, WFT6MD, that is the code. All in lowercase. Download the Premier League Fantasy Football app. Type in the code. Join the league. Prize for the winner at the end of the season. Big up Big C. Probably we will need Sailor Moon to save us from evil, right? We need something, I'm telling you. CO said, C, you are a legend, helping lads with your content. Respect from a Liverpool fan. Big up, CO. Thank you very much for your kind words. Furo Ban said, you can see Arteta just copies Pep's tactics, to be honest, and he does them even worse. He's Pep off wish.com, and he really, let's be honest. Nuno, I wanted him before Arteta, says Neil. I don't blame you. Good manager, got pedigree. Football Short said, big up Curtis, you got recommendations for supporting any other team. No joke, but I really lose my love into club football and my team. Listen, we're all going to Paris. Yeah, we're all off, people. All Arsenal fans. We're already, we're all going. We're going to Paris. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. That's where we're at this year, man. Ah, dear. If only it was that simple. We're too attached. We're too attached to Arsenal, unfortunately. Some people saying the code doesn't work. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why. For some people, it's working. For some people, it's not. Like I said, people, there's the code. Get that in, and you should be fine. Grealish is playing too deep. Yeah, he's almost... I think people are right. He's playing like a centre midfielder. Tanganga gets man of the match. Young centre-back who's doing really well at right-back. Obviously, I saw a bit of him in that documentary, All or Nothing. Young guy, come through the system. And, playing against Sterling with Grealish on the overlap, man, is not an easy feat, and he's handled it. He has really handled it. Mr. J84 said the FPL code works fine for me. Big up, bro. Welcome to the league. Chris A said done. Manuel Petit said live on TV is losing interest in Arsenal. He ain't telling no lies, man. We know that feeling, people. We're right there with him. We're right there with him. It's difficult to have any feeling when... Oh, look, City are getting wrapped up, man. Davinson Sanchez just bullying De Bruyne. It's not nice to see, man. Not that I care about Man City. I'm just like, Tottenham actually look decent. Yeko said Grealish overrated. Craig said, must not excuse or accept mediocrity. A team has to be built with purpose to win. Spot on, spot on, spot on. And again, look, they're wrapping up these City players. These men are on the floor. These men are on the floor. Look, ref's going to blow for Gundogan's holding his shoulder. They're done. 4 minutes added on. We've run out of time, basically. Massive win for Spurs and Nuno. Pep, mate. Fraud watch. Dele Alli clattering man as well. If you want to move, you've never been a true supporter. Me, Islington, gonna... Listen, it's banter, in it. No one's moving to PSG, people. But, we wish we could, let's be honest, for a year at least. Levan said, your humour makes me feel better in life, Curtis. Big up. Hey, big up, Levan. You guys are a great community, man. It's a pleasure to come on here and make content. Positive vibes in this community, jokes, humour, knowledge, information. So I really appreciate, the work that you lot do on the channel as well. We're 45 seconds over time added on. This game looks like it's going to be done. Manchester City are going to lose. The ref blows the full time. Tottenham have beaten them. They were terrible. No striker. No striker FC, mate. And there we go. Tottenham beat Man City on the opening day. Not many people would have called that. The stadium is rocking. Nuno, man, do you know what? Did a good job at Wolves, and a lot of people, because he had that last year where things didn't quite work out, a lot of people wrote him off, but I think that Raul Jimenez injury really hurt him, and he didn't recover from it. And today they look good, man. What a bad way for us to finish the weekend, Arsenal fans, man. I expected City to just turn them over. No Kane, no Ndombele, and defended well, sprung them on the counter-attack with pace. Pep needs to buy Harry Kane, mate, because I'm telling you now, and this ain't an overreaction, I don't believe they win the title with no striker this season. Last season it worked well, but the Premier League was weak last year. This season the Prem's strong, man. You need a goal scorer. Where are the goals coming from in that City team? I know they can spread goals, De Bruyne, Mahrez. These guys will score, Sterling, Grealish. But against the top teams, I think you need a striker to make that difference. Look at this Nuno. He's got a connection with these players already. He's been there 6 weeks. Curtis, could you go back to filming in the car or next to the fridge? Iconic moments. Hey, we'll do some for banter, just for, for the old times, eh? Au revoir, Curtis. Great watch along, bro. Respect. Big up, Craig. Always supporting. Big up to all of you. I'm out here, people. We got enough to think about now. Tottenham winning. Arsenal, listen, we start a new week tomorrow. We'll have content at 2 o'clock. There's lots to talk about. People saying Arteta's job's on the line. Aubameyang and Lacazette fallout. We're being linked with Conte. All sorts going off. Players apparently don't like his training. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, people. 1-0 victory today for Tottenham against Man City. The end of a fantastic weekend of football, apart from Arsenal, unfortunately. Big up to all of you for tuning in. Do me a favor, smash a like on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to download the OneFootball app. Link is down below in the description. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, people. Stay safe. Enjoy yourself. And I'll be back tomorrow. It might have to be Arsenal therapy, to be honest. I'll see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Take care, everyone. Bless.